How's it going, everybody? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming back at you here with a quick little pickups video, as well as some miscellaneous rambling. Now, before we begin, I had to unlist my last video, and that's because shortly after I posted that video, it has come to my attention that Intellivision Corporation has removed the ability to see how many units, physical game units, have been sold on their website. Apparently they still have thousands and thousands and thousands of these games that haven't been purchased. So there was a day one quick rush to purchase these games that we talked about earlier from the diehard cult members, the fanatics, if you will, and it just sort of tapered off from there. There hasn't been much in the way of, absorbent sales figures the last couple of days, and now Intellivision has removed the ability to see how many units have been sold altogether. So that means Gen X most likely will lose the bet, and so there's no point, again, keeping that video up. It's kind of irrelevant at this point. So the next thing we'll talk about here, and I don't mean to keep talking about Alan Wake, but I kind of have to go back on my words. It might be, if you're interested in the remastered game, it might be in your best interest to pick up a copy while you can. It was brought to my attention from Juiced Mitch Morial, one of my longtime subscribers. Apparently, this game is hard to find, and then I went and searched around yesterday, and it doesn't appear that you can buy Alan Wake Remastered at the point of sale. I might be able to get it on Amazon.ca, the Canadian website for Amazon, but as far as Walmart is concerned, I haven't seen anything. Juiced says you can get it at Best Buy and Amazon in the US, so might be worth looking into, because before you know it, you might not be able to pick up a copy. Kind of like that Terminator game that came out, what was it, last year or the year before, specifically for the Xbox. Very hard to find game. And also as well, I found out the reason as to why Alan Wake looks so different in the remastered version of the game. So apparently, obviously, the actor in real life that played Alan Wake, he's older now. He's over 10 years older now than when the game came out in 2010. And they recruited that guy in the Remedy game Control. So you can see here he is. So he obviously does look different, and I guess they've tried to use the same character model from Control, Alan Wake from Control, in the remastered Alan Wake, so it doesn't look so jarring to anyone who probably didn't play Alan Wake back in the day but played Control. So that makes sense. So the last thing I want to talk about here, I know I'm rambling, an awesome couple of pickups yesterday. So I was in the city, and while I was there, I had a chance to stop at a local pawn shop, and I went in there, and they had, all the older titles for a lot of the older systems, and they actually had a copy of Mario Kart Wii, believe it or not, and they had it priced accordingly, $30. So I passed that up. However, they had a bunch of games for the 360 and the PS3, and they didn't have any prices on them. So I picked out these three games that you see here, and I asked the gentleman at the counter, I said, there's no price, how much are you asking? I figured he was going to say $5-10 a game. Nope. He's like, for you, 3 for $10. So yeah, pretty awesome stuff. As you can see here, I picked up Grid. Collecting for the 360 never ends. So I'm a huge fan of Codemasters. I've always wanted to have Grid. I've always wanted to play it. I've heard nothing but good things. And now I finally have it in my collection. Now all these games are complete in box. No scratches on the discs. All the manuals. Very happy to have Grid. Kind of hard to find. You don't see it every day. And I picked up Heavy Rain. Now you're probably wondering, CG, why did you pick up Heavy Rain? You already have that. Well, I talked about this before on the channel, but the original pressing of Heavy Rain, which I have, It doesn't have any of the patches on the disc. There's audio issues. There's a lot of glitches on that first pressing of Heavy Rain. Whereas if you get the greatest hits version of Heavy Rain, it's actually considered the director's cut. And it's got all the DLC on the disc and all the patches on the disc as well. So for $3, pretty awesome. I'm not sure if I'm going to swap out the case and maybe use one of my standard clear cases for the game. And maybe I'll use the red one in a survival horror game, a la Radical Reggie. And the last game I picked up here is a game that I did come across in the wild a while ago for the PS3, albeit it had a different cover art. It was the vanilla version. And when I saw it, I didn't understand what it was. I thought maybe it was a game based on that movie with Mark Wahlberg with the bear. And I sort of passed it by. And then I saw it again at the pawn shop here. And this is Naughty Bear Gold Edition. Now, at least up here in Canada, this is a kind of a hard to find game. I've never seen this in the wild, not the gold edition and not for the 360. And it's by 505 Studios, 505 Games. And you're basically a crazy, badass, naughty bear, and you're out for blood, and you're on an island. And that's all I know about it so far. If any of you guys have played it, let me know in the comments below. It seems like a real oddball game, just perfect for my collection. You know, this game kind of sits nicely on the shelf next to Lollipop Chainsaw and Deadly Premonition. So I'm happy to have Naughty Bear Gold Edition in the collection. You don't see Gold Edition every day. So yeah, that's pretty good. 3 games for $10. Can't go wrong. Love collecting for these old consoles. So that's going to do it for me. Let me know in the comments below. Have you guys seen Alan Wake Remastered at the point of sale? And what do you think of Grid, Heavy Rain, Director's Cut, and Naughty Bear Gold Edition? Anyways, that's going to do it for me. Short video here. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.